What the? Does it come with a TV? What the? What's happening, guys? Gabe here, another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is gonna be on Copart. And before I say anything else, no, this video is not sponsored or endorsed by Copart, unfortunately. In fact, I think they don't like us. So anyways, guys, right now we're looking, our main priority is getting a tow rig, something to primarily tow with, and also help get the Jeep unstuck if that ever happens, which I'm sure it will, or happen one time. And I figured Copart's kind of blowing up on YouTube right now. I noticed a lot of you guys are interested in Copart, and I haven't bought anything from them yet, but I've been learning a lot with how their platform works. So basically, we're gonna go through a truck I found, we're gonna do some research on it through the computer, and then we're gonna go physically to the location and check it out. And hopefully they don't get butthurt over my camera again. So anyways, let's jump right into it. And also guys, the giveaway winner from last week will be announced at the end of this video, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, let's do it. All right guys, so let me go and pull this up real quick. This is actually what we're looking at, the 2010 Ford F-150 Super Crew. I found this one, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys why I'm interested in it. It has a couple pros going for it. So first and foremost, it is a pure sale, and it says that right here, pure sale. So basically what that means is, if any of y'all are familiar with eBay or any kind of auction sites, it basically starts at zero, or it starts at a certain number. There's no minimum bid on it. Whatever it sells for, which is awesome. You don't have to deal with, you know, winning the auction, but not meeting like the minimum reserve of the auction, having the seller decide, nah, I don't want to sell it for that much. So that's a good thing. So I always filter by run and drive and no license required, which this one is. This one does run and drive, which I should say, guys, just because the listing says it runs and drives doesn't mean it runs and drives. All that simply means is that they put it in drive and it moved, or they put it in reverse and it moved. So take that with a grain of salt. It's always good to go and look at them in person, which we're gonna do today. And salvage title, you might be asking why that's a good thing. The reason being, now this differs per your state, but at least in Texas, salvage title vehicles, you don't need a license to buy them from an auction. So I always try to look at salvage title cars / trucks, because if I win them, I don't need a license. If they're clean title in the state of Texas in an auction, you have to have a business like dealer's license to do that, which there's ways to do it. You can go through something called a broker with Copart, which lets you basically buy through a business, but it's like an extra $200 on top of all the other fees they got. Anyways, yeah, so 137,000 miles. Now here's the first red flag I saw. It says not actual, and if you click on the little question mark, it'll tell you a little bit about it. The odometer, is it gonna stay up or not? The odometer reading does not correctly reflect the mileage of the lot, or it cannot be known. You know, the only way to really know what that means for sure is to look up the VIN number, and I know there's a website where you can do it for free. I'll try to find it, but we'll do that in a little bit. So let's go and look through the pictures. So right off the bat, this first picture here, like, looks great. Like, yeah, that good looking picture. So far, so good. Second one, good too. Now the third one, well, the second one you can start to see some of the damage in the rear. The third one, you can really see the damage right here. You can see it was definitely involved in a wreck, more than likely, and it's pushed in. Just judging from this picture, it doesn't look like something that can't be fixed. And honestly, like, if we got this, we probably wouldn't even fix it. We would probably just run it like as is. So you can kind of see the door might have trouble closing right there, but yeah. And then overall, it looks like it's the only damage on it. Jumping into the interior pictures here, interior looks all right, it looks normal. And here's a picture of the odometer showing the alleged mileage on it. And why it's not actual, I don't know. Yes, odometer rollbacks are a thing. I would assume once you get into the era of where like it's OBD2 and the odometers aren't controlled by like a speedo cable, I would think it'd be harder to roll the odometers back. And for any of y'all that don't know what a rollback is, basically you take a car with high mileage and you roll the odometer back, which I'm pretty sure it's a crime. It's illegal. I don't know if it's a felony, but it's definitely a misdemeanor. Don't do it. But they'll roll back the odometer to basically take away some of the depreciation the vehicle has gone through, which means they can sell it for a higher price, which just screws the buyer over really bad. So pretty good looking truck. Now there is one big thing with these pictures that I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, But we're gonna go ahead and scroll back up to the first interior picture, and I noticed this looking at it earlier. This one's a little bit less easier to see, but let me see if I can blow these images up. So if we zoom in on the handle here, the pillar, you can actually see what appears to be an airbag sticking out. That's what it looks like to me. Now if we scroll down, definitely this picture you can see it. It looks like it's coming out of the pillar right there, a little bit of airbag sticking out, maybe right there too. The last interior picture, you can definitely see it right there. So looks like the airbags, the side airbags must have deployed and somebody or some shop tried to hide them by cutting them away. It looks like they did a half-assed job though. Now, we're not buying this. If we get it, we're not buying it to resell it. We're not buying it to flip it. We're buying it to drive the crap out of it, to use it to tow, whatever. And I could see this dent right here causing the airbags to deploy, which we have to go look at it in person, but it might not be a deal breaker. It all depends on what it goes for. Right now, it's at $625, and the estimated retail value, according to Copart, is $5,883. The estimated retail value is not like its estimated current retail value. What this reflects is the retail value of the truck prior to the body damage. Another great thing to see on Copart auctions is, which this one is not, but it'll sometimes list the seller. And if it lists the seller, more likely than not, it's gonna be from an insurance company. And those are the best auctions. Those are the best deals because the insurance company, 9 times out of 10, isn't trying to screw you over. They're just trying to offload it. Now, Copart partners up with Epic Vin or whatever, you know. Okay, I think it's this one. Yeah, this is right. So it's vehiclehistory.com. This is like the one website I've found that truly lets you search up a VIN number for free. I don't know how they do it, but they do it. So we're gonna go ahead and paste this VIN number in here and see what pops up. All right, so they found 79 historical records. It's only 2-wheel drive. Dang, that sucks. So we have 1 record of an accident, no surprise there. Junk salvage records, that's usually it being sent to Copart. Yeah, it being sent. It was actually sent to a Dallas location back in 2017. So maybe we can find some more information. Maybe it's already been to auction, I don't know. Let me scroll back up here. 62-point tile information, there's something wrong there. And yeah, so, all right, so if we're looking through it, I saw another Bronco on here and I'll try to show you guys, but usually you can pretty easily see if it was rolled back. Okay, so we're going through the history here, and this is like the history that all the big shops report to dealers. So whenever you take your vehicle in for like a check or you know, for some service, a lot of times they report the mileage. So as we can see here, back in July of 2015, odometer was reported at 248,999 miles at 5-star Ford. And it looks like it was for sale. Looks like they were selling it, yeah. So they were selling it for $13,000. They were selling it for $13,000 with that much mileage? Oh, that's a ripoff, I'm sorry. Somehow, some way, it magically goes from 248,000 to 137,000, which if we go back to the listing, that's what it currently is. So something isn't quite right here. So that is more than likely why it's saying on the listing the odometer reading is not actual. All right guys, so for the F-150 right now, so far we know that it's been in an accident. The mileage is more than likely incorrect. Well, I think it's only those two cons. And it's a Ford, goddamn. So I don't even know like if I'm interested anymore because according to that VIN check, it was reported at 248,000 miles. I don't know what that dealership was smoking to list it for $13,000 with that high mileage. I don't know. I don't know who the hell would buy that. That's not a good deal at all, but this truck is definitely not as it seems. All right guys, so that is the first part of this video. We're gonna go ahead and go to Copart and try to find the truck and check it out, maybe even just crank her up. Hopefully this was informational and infomercial. Hopefully this learned some of y'all. Oh my God. You gotta be careful with Copart listings. Let's do it. All right guys, so we made it inside Copart. It's really windy, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a little bit of vlog inside the $75,000 F350. This thing is so nice, like holy crap. F350, I have no idea what year, could probably find out. But this thing is so nice, and it's here for minor dents and scratches. So, probably a pretty good truck. I want it though. Okay, We finally found the big red turd. It's really windy outside. This is it. This is the truck we were looking at. But I was looking at the damage on the fender back there, and it was definitely worse than I thought it was. A lot more pushed in. It appears it's only body damage. Looks like it didn't affect any of the frame. What the f? I'm not even joking, guys. There's like a giant TV in the back seat. Like, let me show y'all. What the hell? Does it come with a TV? What the f? That is crazy. I wonder if the TV comes with it. It's a Samsung. This TV's probably worth more than the truck is. Anyways, so back to the truck. That's a nice touch to it. But there's obvious signs of airbag deployment. Like, you can tell they tried to hide it. I don't know if the seller paid Copart to do one of their enhancing services, but they did a really bad job. Like, this wasn't even in the picture, but you can see the airbag that comes out of the side of the seat was inflated. The pillar airbag, you know, you have all this, all the roofing material. There's a word for it, I can't think of it right now. All of this fabric is just messed up. You guys can see over there too, same story. Other than the airbag, the interior is pretty clean. I guess we can go ahead and try to pop the hood and see how it looks. So as y'all can see, we got the good old 4 or 6 underneath there. Looks pretty okay. Let's take a close look at that TV though. Like, that's pretty interesting. Either this door is broken or it's locked. I don't know. I don't know on that. There's another airbag. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That TV is definitely cracked. I wonder if this TV was in here like when they got in the wreck. That's why it's cracked. I don't know. But yeah, there's a close look at the airbag. It's kind of cool to see how they work, but not very cool when you're trying to buy a tow rig. So honestly, guys, probably wouldn't want to pay more than $1,500 for it. The fact that the odometer might be incorrect scares me more than the airbags do. That knowing that it possibly has 100,000 more miles than it says it does, that's kind of scary to me. So anyways, comment below what you guys think of it. That's it for today, guys. Thank you all for watching. We'll see y'all soon. Peace, guys.